So, a very good morning and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The video displayed was from Virtual Science Fair 2021 sponsor, and we would like to extend our sincerest gratitude towards Kenanga Investors Berhad for your sponsorship. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the organizing committee, again, I would like to welcome you to University Malaya Science Exhibition, brought to you by Virtual Science Fair 2021. I am Paimoli Segrin and I will be hosting the event today. We're currently in our second session and we have Geological Society of Malaysia, the student chapter in on board. Thank you, Ms. Nuliana Abdul Razak, Mr. Muhammad Amir Muhammad Apandi, and Mr. Aiman Iskandar bin Khairu Nizam for taking your time to be a part of our event today. I'm pretty excited for the sharing session and I hope you are too. So Ms. Nuliana, Mr. Amir, and Mr. Aiman Iskandar, the virtual stage is all yours.
Okay, thank you, Tamali. So I will continue the presentation by myself due to my two partners are currently on the field for their final year project, so that's so unfortunate for us. Okay, wait, let me share the screen. Okay. So this is our Department of Geology, University of Malaya. Okay, introduction. Our geology department is the oldest geology department in Malaysia, which is amongst when we compare it among UKM, UMK, and the other university in Malaysia, we are the oldest one. It even started from the existence of geology department even from when University of Malaya were in Singapore already. So, our geology department has two division of course that you can take. First is pure geology, and then is applied geology. So, what's the difference between both of them? Pure geology is mostly theory based, while applied geology is mostly technical based. So, how do we know what is theory based and technical based? Theory based means that you learn something like quite detailed into the geology subject itself, while the technical I myself is an applied geology student. So the kind of technical things that we've learned is mostly related to engineering stuff. So yeah, if you want to be someone that is a little bit good of both, which is geology and engineering, you may take applied geology. But if you're very passionate about geology, you can take pure geology. So it is compulsory for pure geology student to do a final year project, like my two partners, Liana and Amr. And for applied geology, it's compulsory for us to do an internship in our final semester. So like myself, I'm waiting for a call from certain companies that I've sent my application to. So general overview, how many semester we both of us have to undergo 7 semester, which is 7 semester for pure geology student in and 6 semester for applied geology student in and 1 semester doing their internship. How many students are there? Okay, for my batch, we have currently around 40 to 50 students. So taking into account all of the batch, it will take around 100 or 200 something, 100 to 200 students in a department. So our lecturer is Our lecturer is around, I don't know how much. Our lecturer is around 20, I think 10 to 20 people, 10 to 20 lecturers are there in our in our department. And that includes a lot of stuff such as sedimentology, geohydrology, igneous and metamorphic. So it's a lot. So our oh okay. My partner can talk now. Okay, Diana, you can continue.
Yes. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Oh, okay, great. All right. I think I might already did the general overview.
yeah,
So now, the student organizations and club that are in the Department of Geology, University of Malaya. There's two main ones, which is the UMGSMSC, which is our club right now. And also the other one is called AAPG, the American Association of Petroleum Geologists. Um, and a newly established club that you guys can join if you are in the Department of Geology is the European Association of Geoscience and Geoscientists and Engineer Student Chapter. And it's recently established, and there are actually a lot of activities that these clubs organize, such as talks, industrial visits as well. Yeah. Next, we'll be going on to the events that we have to our department. Previous slide. So we have the Geoscience Industrial Week, which is an annual event that we've been doing since, I think it has been 7 to 7 years now. And also we have a Geology Interaction Day where the second years and first years interact with each other and do a bit of bonding session. Geospots Day, a Geo Dinner, and also talks organized by the student organization as mentioned previously. So we'll be checking out a few photos. Next slide, Ayman. All right. So the top picture right there is actually the Geology Interaction Day, where we second years did a did a sort of like a geoscience explore race, exploration race around the department. Um, and then the bottom left one is Geoscience Industrial Week. And then the last one is Geodina. As you can see, I think based on these pictures, you can see that we are really like closely bonded. Because the department is small and there aren't that much students, so basically everyone knows each other at the end of the day. And the next slide. And this is some activities under AAPG UMSC, the American Association of Petroleum Geologists. So this was actually a talk on, if I'm not mistaken, stratigraphy interpretation with Mr. John. So yeah, we invite outside lecturers as well to give experts, outside experts, to give on their to share their thoughts on certain topics. And also we had a sharing session recently with other student chapters. So we have in this picture there's actually student chapter from UTP, from Petronas, from UKM, and also UMK. So yeah, it's a great chance to get connected with other students in outside universities as well. And yeah, next. Should I touch on it,
and
Ivan?
sorry.
You want me to explain about the facilities at the department?
Oh, it's okay. This is Amos part, right?
Yeah. Is Amma here?
Oh, okay. I don't think so. Sorry. Okay, let me continue.
Okay.
Okay, facilities at our department. Okay, this is the picture of the front picture of our department, which is famous for its Museum of Geology, where there's a lot of fossils and foundings that uh, are left there to be shown. Sorry, Liana, you okay? Okay. So this is our museology. If you go to University Malaya, you can see our museology, and you can even enter it and uh, walk around. Okay, there are various laboratories available, which is mineralogy lab. Mineralogy lab is where this is a picture of mineralogy lab where there are a lot of rock samples, mineral samples, and microscopes where we use it, and we use it in our basic mineralogy class where we look at our samples. And then there's X-ray lab, optical lab, hydrology lab, mapping lab, organic petrology lab, paleontology lab, rock crushing, cutting, and lapidary room, and computer lab. A lot of room in this in this list are very mostly it is been using it is been used for PhD student, but then there are some that we have used already in our undergraduate um, as an undergraduate. So such a room is like a mineralogy lab, um, mapping lab, organic petrology lab, paleontology lab, and computer lab. So yeah, all of the facilities are quite in good condition because it's been taken care by carefully and good by our staff. So yeah, this is the map in University Malaya where you know so this is our the Department of Geology, and then there is this is language and linguistics faculty, and then this is the whole faculty of science. This is faculty of arts and social science. So this is our department. It looks quite big. The area is quite big considering that it is a department and not a faculty. So yeah. Okay. The next one is challenges and ways to overcome. Okay, some of the challenges that you will face if you decide to enter our department. Okay, for the university, generally in university, of course, it will be the time management difference comparing it to the school and the university. You know, in school we tend to just follow the schedule, but then in university we have to make our own schedule. So it's a challenge if you're not used to it. But then I think everyone can endure it. And then adapting from high school and pre-uni, yeah, just like what I said, high school we're been taken care of compared to university. Even some institution, pre-uni institution like matriculation, and some foundation are also quite like school, where they have curfew, they have but then it's different in university. In university, you're on. It's not that you're uh, it's not that you're on your own, but then you have to decide the best for you yourself. Yeah, and then then good friends and good group mates. So this is one of the most important thing, because uh, you could be friends with everyone, but then for group mates, you have to choose the best one, because it dictates your marks also, right? So yeah, this is the decision. This is some of the decision that you have to do when you're in university. you have to try your best and keep communicating well. So specifically in geology, some challenges that you will face is new things to learn. You know, geology is quite a secluded uh, field, because you know, if you search about geology, there will be some that pop out in the internet, but then most of it won't pop out just like that. It's quite hard, because part of my geology learning years, uh, I've been reading a lot of article and then a lot of research paper. So yeah, that's the thing that you have to endure. And then field trips. Field trips is the best. Field trips are the best that we've ever, you know, uh, during our learning years. Field trips are the best thing that ever happened, because you know, you're going to a place and with your friends, and then it's like camping, but then with works. So yeah, it's very bad. It's very good. It's very fun. Some of the field trips that I've been to is my first field trip. Oh, for geology student, we have to go to field trips because it is part of our subject during second year. We have to do it for the whole year, for third semester, and then for our fourth semester continuously. It accounts for 8 credit hours, and yeah, there are four location, and the first one we do it during our mid semester on the third sem, and then the second and the third one we do it during our semester break between the third and fourth semester. And then for the last one we do it during the mid semester break on the fourth semester. So I've been to only three, because the fourth one, when the fourth one, when we should we should go for the fourth one during last year, but then the PKP started, so we couldn't do anything about it. But yeah, field trips are the things that this is the thing that we're very proud of, compared to other things. So okay, and then there is industrial attachments. Industrial attachments means that you know, you start to uh, attach with industry. You start to know some of industry people, and then during internship you go to the industry and you work for them, you learn from them. That's part of it. Finally, and then final year project. Final year project, I couldn't describe like very detailed, because I'm that's not my area. But then final year projects requires you to go to the field also. So the field trips. So final year project is a series of field trips in the same place that you have to study. So it's very fun and interesting. Okay, for the job opportunities, there are meteorology, civil engineering, paleontology, hydrogeology, mining, oil and gas, environmental geology, sedimentology, and academia. So meteorology is the study of weather, where you know, how they do the weather forecast, and then how they studies the weather, decide whether there's irregularity in weather weather distribution and all that. And then there is civil engineering. Civil engineering is basically what we applied geology student will be getting in, which is you we work as geologists, but then more to geotechnical engineer, and then yeah, things like that. So usually we will be working in the construction site along with construction company, building something. We study the area, study the bedrock beneath the study area. And then paleontology. Paleontology is the study of, I think, paleontology is about fossil. I'm not very sure, but then yeah, I think that's it. So this is very interesting because you will have to uh, go to the site and then find fossil. Like there are some that we've learned, but yeah, it's very interesting. Just like what you saw, just like what you saw in movies and all that. Like in Jurassic Park, for example, the way they found fossil and then they brush it and then they using the uh, what is it called lens to look at it. Yeah. And then hydrogeology. Hydrogeology involves the study of uh, water. What you say? Hydro about water basically. So macam like natural water such as river and all that, underground water. And then there is mining. Mining includes a lot of minerals such as tin mining, gold mining, uh, and then tungsten mining and other things. And then there is oil and gas. Oil and gas is like very famous because but the industry is not that stable right now. So yeah, oil and gas basically you will be searching for the wells and all that. Environmental geology involves the study of the environment. Like usually they will be doing like environmental impact assessment and all that. Environmentally study the area in the environmental aspect. And then there is sedimentology. Sedimentology is the study of sediment, where you study the soil and the dirt and all that. So academia, basically you decide to become lecturer. Yeah, these are a lot of job opportunities that you will have if you enter the geology field. I think this is quite a lot comparing it to the other field of studies that we typically heard or learn, like engineering, uh, physics, mathematics, and all that. So yeah. So as for now, do you have any question? What? So wait. Oh, okay. So we go through it one by one. For the civil engineering job, do geology graduates need to take an engineering degree as well? Oh no, it's it's I think having an this is mostly you will decide like during your, because for the civil engineering job, it's not necessarily that you know everything about civil engineering. Oh, okay. Stop screen sharing. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. For the civil engineering job, it's not necessary for us to know everything about civil engineering. Uh, like for me, applied geology student, it's enough for because I myself study. There are some of my compulsory subject that I have to take in civil engineering department. So yeah, having an being an applied geology student is enough for you to be a civil engineering job. Even so, being a pure geology student, it doesn't like you can also have the opportunity to be involved in civil engineering job because we have a lot of elective subject that such as geology engineering, structure geology, and all that. So I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah,
Okay, since
true. Whatever Aiman said, correct.
uh,
You don't necessarily need an engineering degree. Geology
yeah,
is enough.
and then
Next.
next question. Okay, what are some technical skills that pre-uni students need to level up before furthering their studies in geology? Okay, some of technical skills. I
I
don't
cannot
know.
think of any.
Yeah, because we enter the field knowing nothing, and we just learn all of it.
Yeah, like you learn along the way.
Yeah,
There's there's not much technical
because
skills that you
this,
can learn for.
I think this is not the field that you will hear like usually during our daily life. It's not something. It's kind of rare for this field actually. So not many have shared their experience and all that. So we just go with the flow, just face what we'll be facing.
Yeah, correct.
Any movie suggestion related to geology?
2012 movie vibes. I think
Mm,
instead of 2012 movie vibes, I think the most kalau when we say study geology and then they will associate with Jurassic Park, and many of
uh,
our lecturers actually macam along the way when they teach us they will always use Jurassic Park as an analogy.
yeah, as reference.
Yeah, yeah. But 2012 where extinction kind of thing, I don't think I can suggest any.
Nah, yeah, that's not much because it's film. We don't. It's not necessarily accurate with our
Yeah,
field.
but Jurassic Park highly recommended.
Which field of
It
science
really depends on
does
which specialization. I would say that it includes all. I took geology because I didn't want to how like I want biology, chemistry, and physics and maths, everything. So that's why I got into geology. Um, I think it will be color for me because I'm pure geology and more theory based, and I think I would say it's more closely related to biology, but not in the biology as in anatomy way, but biology as in like life and nature. Yeah. And also I think it also depends on which specialization. So let's say if you go into engineering, then it'll be more, mathematical and more about physics. And if you go into geochemistry, it'll be, more on chemistry.
chemistry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically it
Biology,
covers a lot of area.
yeah.
Since the pandemic hit, how does this also register as? Huh. So Liana, do you have any?
uh, for us, AAPG mostly we do talks. It could be fun. Not so much on the fun activities. Oh, we have so for our Geo Sports Day, usually we would do a sports activity, let's say a futsal or badminton, whatsoever. We couldn't do that. So instead, we actually did a Geo esports where they played PUBG. So that's one of the few things. I mean, because of the pandemic, is organizing fun activities online is really really hard. It's really hard enough. So macam yeah, the how to say, the most that we can do is try to organize beneficial talks. So mostly
Yeah.
APG, we organize like talks on interviews on basically preparation for mostly accommodated to the third years. So preparation on going for internships and all that. So preparing a LinkedIn interview. Yeah,
Mm.
mostly that.
And
It's been hard.
because of pandemic hit the industry like really hard, and it's really the industry is really affected by the pandemic. So it what you call it? It makes us question a lot of things like will the industry survive? Will there be any future for the industry?
Yeah.
Will
Will there be
the
any jobs for us as well?
yeah, so we use that opportunity to organize a talk. We we invite the special, people with a specialty in that particular area, and then we invite them to talk about it. So yeah, it's very fun because we want to provide information for the students and at the same time exposing them to the industry. So next question. It's been looks like how or is it the this is the kind of thing that yeah it is quite irony I say because
Yeah.
we're the one studying the environment yet we're the one helping human destroy apa damaging the environment. So I think but this kind of field I think it's closely related to mining lah. Not every part of
Yeah.
geology is like this because for the
Let's say
other
for
part yeah.
okay. Sorry. Let's say for cars, the study of limestone. So like one of our doctors, called she's so she studies these stalactites or these things that are dangling on the caves. So like when I followed her to the field, so when I tried to touch it, she actually like told me, no, you cannot touch it, like because you cannot damage it. So it's actually depends on which field, but the how to say, like, core value that's been taught to geologists is um try to, like, whatever activity that you're doing, it has to have um you cannot be harmful to the environment lah. But basically at the end of the day, I mean, we're the ones who are producing oil and gas and all those anthropogenic carbon dioxide gases. So yeah, like I must say, it's kind of an irony, but um it is what it is as well. But you
Yeah,
know
and I
yeah.
think the existence of our kind of field is to reduce the damage, not to reduce the damage deal with the environment. If it wasn't for the geology field, I think the damage will be much worse.
Mm.
So yeah. Because we make research. Yes. Okay, this is for you, Liana.
Okay, I'm actually in the field at the moment helping my friend doing her FYP. Um, so she said, one of the Aiman mentioned previously is called sedimentology, where you study rock layers, and based on those rock layers and sequences, you can kind of interpret the environment. So our lecturers, he said that you have to be filled with uncertainty. So I think that's one of the main things that you have to understand when you're in geology is there's so many uncertain. Everyone has their own interpretation on something. So I think with whatever skills and knowledge that you have learned, like you have to try your best to understand based on all the evidence that has been laid out to you. So yeah, I think based on you go if you go do more work and with experience and time, I think you can overcome whatever doubt or uncertainty that you have. And also geology, it's still developing. I mean, research is still being done, and the basic concepts that we learn now is also something that baru je orang discover like 10 years ago, 10, 20, 30 years ago. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes, it is closely related because some of the things that we learn is dating something, like determining the age of something like rock and all that. So we learn a few ways to do to do that. So
Yeah.
yes, it is really similar.
It's called like biostratigraphy. So based on the fossils, like certain fossils, it it's correlated to a certain timeline. So on that fossil, you can estimate the time where the rocks were deposited. So yeah, it's similar to dinosaurs and mummies as well. Yes. I think that's it for the
That's
Q&A
all.
session. I think we'll move on to trivia. It's a
Okay.
quiz session.
So this is some of the question we've prepared for all of you. Okay. Okay. Can you see the slide?
Yep.
All right.
Ken?
So trivia time. Where did the water come from? Oh, I have to minimize.
Easy.
Okay. All right. Okay. B. Ada lagi tak buat ke? B.
Yeah.
Two people have answered B. So is there any other answer?
Yeah.
Okay,
They all
seems like
said B.
everyone is B. Okay. Okay, since the majority answered B, which is from meteorites from outer space. Okay, the answer is C. It is still in debate, like what Liana said. A lot of things in geology are uncertainty. We couldn't like really know for sure the answer. So yeah, sorry to disappoint. Okay, the next question is, what is the name of the deepest part of the ocean? Okay, what is the name of
I
the
already said
deepest part
C.
of the ocean? Anyone?
Are you guys searching Google?
A, okay. Someone said A. All right, another person said A. Haris said A.
Aiman, can you like maximize the
Because I couldn't see the answer.
tak apa. I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Okay, someone
So
said E A. So the answer is
Okay, the answer is actually A and D. Sorry, A
I think
and
it's E.
E.
Sorry, got it.
Yeah, there's a bit of typo here. The answer is A and E. So the A is correct because it is Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the ocean. However, Challenger Deep is the deepest part of Mariana Trench. So yeah, it's because Mariana Trench is a really big area. So the deepest area is around the Challenger Deep. So yeah. So both basically whoever answer A and E. Congratulations. So the next question is, what is the name of the tallest mountain in our solar system?
Yes. In our solar system, not in our Earth.
Yeah. So this involves the other planet, like or rock body or anything.
Someone said A.
Olympus
Also
Mons.
another A. Someone said D. Okay. And the right answer
D Titan.
is
Okay,
I
and the right answer is A and B. So A, Olympus Mons.
Oh,
Why
okay.
it is correct? Because Olympus Mons is the tallest mountain on the planet. But B, Rhea Silvia, is the tallest mountain in the solar system. But it's not on a planet. It's on a meteorite. So yeah, both of that can be count it, for the answer as the answer. Okay,
Okay.
so so last is
All right.
the dinosaurs used
Oh,
to roam in Peninsular Malaysia.
it's dinosaur edition.
Yes, no, maybe.
Someone said maybe. No. Wow. Complete no.
So, you know the answer, Diana? Eh? What's that? Sorry,
Chris.
you're a bit like. Wait. Or is it me? Lee? Diana? Oh, I think she's like. Okay, Lama. Oh, it seems like Diana is out of the line. Okay, so actually, I also don't know the answer for this. Let me check. uh, okay, the answer is could be, maybe. I don't know. This is supposed to be Liana's part. Okay, moving on to the next question. Do dinosaur ever existed in East Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak? So, what do you think? Saya tengok sesuatu ni. Okay. Someone said A, C, A, C. I think that okay, lagi answer. Okay, see, maybe. All right. Okay, the answer is, sorry to disappoint, but then the answer is no. Because during the time age of dinosaur, where they roam on the land, apparently Sabah doesn't exist yet because it is relatively young compared to Peninsular Malaysia. So it is still under the water. Yeah, this is according to the, oh yeah. So because I think Sabah and Sarawak, the formation of Sabah and Sarawak is due to the collision of continental. So before it uplift, creating the Mount of Kinabalu, yeah, it is underwater. It was underwater, sorry. Okay, so going to the next question. What is the ring of fire? What is the ring of fire? Okay, someone try to answer it. Okay, seems like Liana has come again. Okay, someone said C, someone said B. It's a bit of contradicting here. Well, someone said A, so the all of the answers have been mentioned. Liana, are you okay?
Sorry?
You okay?
Yeah, okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Right, so the answer for this is actually C, an area around the perimeter of the Pacific Ocean characterized by
Frequent intense
frequent
seismic
intense
activity.
seismic activity. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be explaining this further in the last session. Yeah.
Okay. So we're moving to the next question.
Okay.
Okay. Which is the biggest ocean in the world? Which is the biggest ocean in the world?
B, Pacific Ocean.
Okay. So the answer is?
Yes, correct. It's Pacific Ocean.
Is B. Okay. Do you have any explanation for the last question? Yeah.
No, let's just continue. Habis kind of
Okay.
trivia.
Okay. One more question. The last
Okay.
question. How long do you think the Earth has been around? Okay, this is a tough question.
How old is our Earth? B. Well, a lot of them answered 4.53. B.
4.53.
The answer is actually A, to be specific.
A. Oh, 4.543 billion years.
Billion years, yeah.
Yes, considering it's in billion, it has a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Sorry.
Our Earth is old.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
very old.
Okay. I think we'll go to the next session.
Sure. I think that's it for us for geology session.
For the trivia. Okay. So I
Okay.
think breakthroughs in geology, right? Okay, next slide. Okay, so to start off this session, I have a question for you guys. So were all the continents once joined together? To save time, I'll just answer it now. So the answer is yes. So as you can see on the picture on the right, you can see that America um, fits perfectly with Africa, like pieces of a puzzle. So how do like what are other evidence that shows that all the continents were once joined together? Next, so one main evidence is actually fossils that are found on different continents. So you can see, if you see the map now, you can see that South America and Africa is separated. But how come there are fossils found, similar fossils found in those two areas? So the geologists came up with the idea that the continents were once, joined together and they were side by side. And also we have the Glossopteris fauna on all four continents: South America, Africa, Antarctica, and Australia. And this Glossopteris fauna is actually also found in Malaysia. So later, when you guys learn about geology Malaysia, you get to know that Peninsular Malaysia specifically is actually um, separated into two different pieces, so to say. And one of those pieces actually originated from Antarctica, or like, a part of this continent right here. So yeah, it's a cool thing. And the other evidence is glaciers. So let's take Africa for example. If you see Africa now, it's hot. Most of the places completely like deserts, hot and dry areas. But they've actually found evidence of glaciers, not like glaciers that you found now, just remnants of glaciers. So remnants of glaciers, you might see striations on surface of the rocks. So yeah, that's an indication that know another indication that all the continents were once joined together. So if all of these continents were once joined together, then how we have our continents right now separated. So what's the reason behind it? So the reason behind it is actually plate tectonics. So to say, basically put in simpler words, Earth is separated into different plates, and these plates are moving and interacting with each other. So some of them might be colliding, bumping into each other. Some of them are moving away from each other, and some of them are
Yana, you- you're stuck.
sliding past each
Sorry, I think she has an unstable internet connection. So it's okay. Regarding the plate tectonics, there's a lot of process that cause the tectonics to be moved. When they move, a part of tectonics will be separated away from each other, while the other part of it will collide. So this is what we call tectonic collision. So a lot of this happens back then, causing the plate to be moved and yeah, creating our kind of continents now. So this is the ring of fire, where I think the ring of fire is where the mountain are, or the volcanic system is active. Okay. And then there is a divergent plate and convergent plate. Convergent plate is where the it divergent. Divergent is where it's separate with each other, while the convergent is, wait, am I correct? I think, yeah, divergent is where it is separated, while the convergent is where it meets. So this ring of fire is very active due to the subduction of plate under the other plate. So yes. Other than that, there are also transform fault where the plate will slide through side by side with each other. So it creates a structure like this, like zigzag pattern. And then we go to that's a bit of everything regarding the plate tectonics. Okay, this is more details. So yeah, this is convergent plate boundary. You see there is divergent plate boundary where the what do you say, the crust spreading, it is being spread into the other way. And then this is convergent plate boundary where the plate subducted into the other crust, which is typically continental crust. This is subducting plate, you see. Due to the subduction, the friction causes the magma this particular area to be quite hot. So yeah, that causes the volcanic system to be active. Okay. So yeah, this is where rifting happen, where this this particular area spread, and then it push the oceanic crust to be subducted into under the continental crust. So the same way happened here, and then yeah, this is what happening basically when we talk about plate tectonics. So the next part is convergent boundary. Convergent boundary is where, like I said, where the
Hey, Aiman, we have
yes.
another minute left.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. So um, I think I couldn't say everything about everything. So yeah, I cut it short. Um, well, that's basically what we learn in our geology department, and we've shown you how our geology department, the facilities, a little bit of everything regarding the geology field, the job opportunity, and all that. So I hope you will be interested to join us and to increase our count in the geology community at University Malaya. So yeah, sorry for my two partners unstable internet connection. I hope that's okay. And it seems like I'm not the best presenter among us. So yeah, I
No,
think
no,
that's
don't
all.
worry about that. Technical difficulties are always unforeseen, so
Yes.
it's not a big deal. Anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Aiman Iskandar and Ms. Nurliana, for the very insightful presentation about geology and for incorporating your personal experiences in the field as well. So, Mr. Aiman, would you like to add a couple of things before we end the session?
Mm, I don't think I have anything. Just yeah, I think I've said everything. So yeah.
All right, great, great. So once again, thank you for your time and effort put into your
Um,
presentation today. I believe our audience here are very intrigued by your sharing today. And also for the audience, thank you very much for tuning in with us. And once again, kindly fill up the feedback form uploaded in the live stream chat, because your response will be counted in choosing the winner for our best presenter. And our next session will be something different from our previous presentations by student bodies, because this time around we are having a sharing session about a final year presentations, and it will begin at 12 p.m. on the very same channel. So till then, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in a bit. And as for Mr. Aiman, we're going to have like a very quick photography session. So give us your brightest smile so you can have a great picture.
Okay.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, give out your brightest smile in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're moving. Okay, another one in 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Take care, Mr. Aiman.
All right.